Stop! If you're about to buy a fragrance, you're probably about to waste money. Here's why. Most people buy the wrong scent for the wrong season, wear it wrong, and wonder why nobody notices. Or worse, why people back away. This guide fixes that, and if you only remember one thing, remember this. Bleu de Chanel for beginners. Now let me show you why and what comes next. What's the plan? First, what you need to know before you buy anything. Then, how to buy smart without wasting hundreds of dollars. Then, what you should actually buy. Let's start. Summer scents and winter scents. This is the big split that explains most beginner mistakes. Summer fragrances are lighter and fresher. They're made for heat. Think citrus, coconut, mint, ocean air, clean soap, fresh shower. Stuff that smells good without suffocating people. Winter fragrances are heavier and sweeter. They're made for cold. Think vanilla, amber, spices, woods, tobacco, caramel, sometimes a boozy vibe. These sit in the air longer and feel warm. But why does it matter? Because weather changes how a scent behaves. A heavy winter scent in hot weather turns thick and annoying fast. People get headaches. You'll notice them backing up like you just walked in with a fog machine. And a light summer scent in cold weather disappears. You might love it, but nobody smells you. You paid money to be invisible. Quick test. What season are we in right now? That matters more than you think. So I can't wear what I want. Wear what you want, but if you want the fragrance to actually work, match the scent to the weather. That's it. You'll also hear day scent and night scent. Is that real? Kind of. Day usually means fresh and light. Night usually means sweet and heavy. It often lines up with summer and winter. Not always, but close enough to help beginners. Now the letters on bottles. EDT, EDP, parfum, extrait. What do those mean? Concentration. How much fragrance oil is inside the liquid? So higher is always better. Not always. Higher concentration often lasts longer, sure. But here's the trap. If you see the same fragrance name in EDT and EDP, do not assume EDP is just a stronger version. A lot of times they smell different. Treat them like separate products. Don't buy by letters. Buy by smell. And never buy blind unless you're buying a budget clone to test. Always smell it first if you can. Here's where most people mess up. They buy with no plan. They buy what gets hyped. Then they end up with 3 sweet club scents and nothing they can wear to school, work, or daytime life. But isn't a collection just whatever you like? It can be. But if you want to smell right in real life, you need a tiny bit of strategy. Not because it's deep. It's not that deep. It's just smart. Because nobody wants to be the guy wearing a loud, sweet vanilla date night scent in the gym. It turns into dessert and sweat. It's confusing. People remember it for the wrong reason. Trust me on this one. So let's build a fragrance collection the smart way, from 1 fragrance up to 5. This next part saves you $200 minimum. Start with 1. If you only want 1 fragrance, make it versatile. Do not pick something super loud and super sweet. Pick something freshish that works almost anywhere. Why fresh? Because fresh fits more situations. Lunch with family, office, school, errands, a movie, a coffee shop, even a library. You don't need to smell edible in all those places. Fresh just works. Unless you're trying to attract someone in the library, then go crazy. But don't blame me. And your nose already likes fresh. Start there. So for 1 fragrance, here are 3 easy winners. Bleu de Chanel, YSLYEDP. And if you want something a little sweeter but still beginner-friendly, Versace Eros. Quick note, some people love Eros. Some people think it smells like cleaning products. That's fragrances. Test it yourself. Okay, what if I can buy 2? This is the best beginner move. 1 fresh fragrance for summer and daytime. 1 sweet fragrance for winter and nighttime. So fresh is for warm weather, daytime, school, office, casual hangouts. Sweet is for cold weather, dates, dinners, nights out, and moments where you want more presence. But I want compliments. Then you want both. Fresh gives clean and put together. Sweet gives, wow, you smell good. Different jobs. Alright, you're still here. That means you're serious. Here's what separates you from the guys who waste money. Knowing when to stop buying randomly and start buying with purpose. Now 3 fragrances. This is where it gets fun, without getting dumb. What's the third one? A role fragrance. 1 bottle that fills a gap in your life. If you work in an office, you get a clean professional scent. If you go out a lot, you get a special occasion scent. If you want something different, you get something more unique. The point is, you buy with a reason. 4 fragrances is basically a wardrobe. A true summer fresh, a true winter sweet, a clean formal, a fun night out. 5 fragrances and you're done. Hot days, cold nights, work, dates, weddings, parties. Anything past 5 is usually just you collecting for fun, which is fine, but you don't need it. But what about clones? Great question. I support clones, especially if you're on a budget. You can get a good quality clone for 20 or 30 bucks. That lets you experiment without spending hundreds. And honestly, if money's tight, clones are how you should start. Test the vibe before you drop real money. So clones are okay. Yeah, if it smells good and performs well, it's fine. Smell first, price second. Now 3 quick tips before the recommendations, because these stop beginner mistakes fast. Real talk, I see these mistakes everywhere. First tip, sprays matter. How many? For sweet and heavy scents, start with 3 sprays. 1 on each side of the neck where you feel your pulse. 1 on the inside of your wrist. Do I rub my wrists? Don't rub hard, just press gently. Let it sit. And some winter scents are nuclear. On those, even 2 sprays can be enough. If people smell you before you enter the room, you went too far. Second tip, fresh scents can handle more. How many for fresh? Start with 5 sprays. Same 3 spots. Then 1 on the back of your neck. Then 1 more on the other wrist if you want. Is 5 always right? No. It's a starting point. Some fresh scents are strong. Some are weak. Adjust. Third tip, don't ruin your fragrance with other smells. Brush your teeth. Stay clean. Use an unscented deodorant if you can. And if you use beard oil or hair products, make sure they don't clash. Scented beard oil plus cologne can turn into a mess. If your deodorant is loud and your fragrance is loud, they fight each other and you smell messy. Simple fix, big difference. Alright, now the good stuff. What I actually recommend buying. I'm splitting these into budget-friendly and premium so you know what you can actually afford. One of these costs $30. One costs $400. I'll tell you which to buy first. Let's start with summer. Budget summer picks. Nautica Voyage is the classic. Fresh, watery, and works for the money. Seriously, this is the move if you're starting out cheap. Calvin Klein Eternity is another solid budget fresh scent. Clean and simple. Mid-range summer. Mont Blanc Legend Spirit is a clean, easy, fresh scent that feels bright and smooth. A step up in quality without breaking the bank. Premium summer. And if you want something pricier that smells like vacation, Creed Virgin Island Water has that coconut and lime tropical vibe that shines in heat. This is the $400 one. Buy it last. Now winter. Budget winter picks. Azzaro The Most Wanted Parfum is loud, sweet, and surprisingly good for the price. A lot of people swear by this one. Mid-range winter. Invictus Victory Elixir is loud, sweet, and modern. Compliment magnet. JPG Le Male Le Parfum is smooth, cozy, and gets attention without screaming. Paco Rabanne 1 Million is polarizing but popular. Sweet, bold, and confident. Some love it, some don't. Premium winter. And if you want something more niche feeling that smells deep and addictive, Initio Side Effect has that sweet, spicy, boozy vibe that feels like trouble in a good way. My personal favorite here. Now formal. For formal or office fragrances, you want clean and confident. Not loud, not playful. YSL Tuxedo feels sharp and dressed up. Name says it all. Prada Luna Rosa EDT is clean and professional without trying too hard. Parfums de Marly Layton feels rich and smooth and works well for events and cooler days. Just know that smaller fragrance shops won't carry this. You might need to order online or visit a specialty store. Dior Sauvage also works here. Fresh, clean, safe. Probably the most worn fragrance on the planet, so you won't be unique, but you'll smell good. Now special occasions. For nights out and special occasions, you can go sweeter and louder. Stronger With You Intensely is sweet, cozy, and gets compliments like crazy. Kilian Angel's Share is warm, spicy, and boozy like an expensive dessert. Parfums de Marly Altaire is another sweet, rich option that turns heads. Give me 2 bonus picks. Alright. Amouage. Interlude. Man is a beast. Smoky, deep, bold. Not safe, but powerful. Skip this if you're brand new. It's polarizing. You either love it or hate it immediately. And Creed Aventus is the famous one. Overhyped sometimes, yes. Still good, also yes. It has that confident energy that people recognize. Yes, Aventus is overhyped. No, I won't argue about it in the comments. And if you're young, like high school or early college, stick with fresh scents like Bleu de Chanel, YSLY, Versace Eros, or even Burberry Hero. Don't go too heavy too early. You'll just smell like you're trying too hard. Now here's the part that makes this whole guide actually work. You do not need everything I just said. You need the right bottles for your life. If you live in heat most of the year, lean fresh. If you go out at night a lot, you need one strong, sweet winter scent. If you're in office or school settings, you need something clean and safe. If you only want one fragrance, pick versatile and fresh-ish. And if you're broke, start with Nautica Voyage and a clone of something you want to try. Test before you invest. So what do I do right now? Pick your number, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Then build it like a wardrobe, not like a random shopping spree. Don't be random guy with 3 sweet scents and nothing for Tuesday morning. And if you made it all the way to the end, chances are you enjoyed this style of simple guide. So consider subscribing. It helps a lot. Next video, the fragrances everyone owns that you should actually skip. Now go test your next fragrance with this mindset. Weather first, situation second, smell third, then the bottle. That's how you end up smelling like you know what you're doing, even while you're still learning.